Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
And we're back. Welcome to Minding Your Business on Newstalk 1380. And now, my next guest is Sandy Corrales Eneix. Sandy!
Hey, Chris Biker, how are you? I'm happy to be here.
Well, we are so glad to have you. And so I know recently, I follow you on Facebook.
As you should.
Yes, and you and I are working on a statue of our friend Larry Cimboli.
Yes. I hope all your listeners know who Mr. Cimboli is, the first mayor of Palmdale, helped incorporate the city in 1962, and he is 96 years young next week. So several of us community-minded folks want to make sure that we pay tribute to his work in Palmdale and the entire Antelope Valley. So we are helping raise money to erect a bronzed bench that will feature a likeness of Mr. Cimboli with his arm extended so that people can walk up and take a picture with a little legend, if you will, right here
in our Ponce
Lancaster. Yeah, get a hug from Larry.
Well,
Just a hug, no kisses.
Well, no, but I understand, though, if you're a female, he'll actually ask you out.
If you watch that video that we made, that's quite true.
You know what? Nothing surprises me with Mr. Cimboli these days. He is a lover of arts. He is a lover of civic government, and we're just, all of us, quite frankly, benefit from his work for the last 50, 60, 70 years. We benefit every single day. Do you enjoy the Cimboli Cultural Center? Do you enjoy having the ability to vote for a mayor living in an incorporated city? I think all those things are important, and we should honor the past. I honor, I celebrate, I embrace, and really working on this project has been a labor of love with several people that, again, have a passion to honor our city. And specifically, Larry Cimboli. I'm so glad to be his friend. Actually, I'm his neighbor. So I get a chance to call him up, come over. Sometimes I'll say, hey, Larry, do you need a ride to the chamber luncheon? And we drive, off into the sunset and just have a great time wherever we go. He's created quite a mini adventure for this little gal.
Well, I know that your passion for it goes into performance arena, too. I remember seeing you and Jim Ledford
my goodness.
Singing.
Some karaoke.
No. You guys sang it.
Oh,
we actually sang.
They did.
Cimboli's birthday party.
Could be handy, plenty, my friend, when your lights are gone. You can knit a sweater by the fireside. Sunday morning, go for a ride. You in the garden, digging the weeds. Who could ask for more? Well, you can dig me, will you still dig me when I'm 94?
Chris and I have seen this firsthand when you went into the school and read the Dr. Seuss books.
Yes.
You were so invested in those kids.
Oh, I love my kids.
You know what? We're going to cut to it right now.
Okay.
Know that today we are celebrating a very special day. This is Read Across America Day, and it is in honor of Dr. Seuss. Do many of you know Dr. Seuss stories and books? Well, I'll tell you what we're doing. Do you see all these beautiful books that we have lined up here?
Yes.
Do you love to read books?
Yes.
Do you read books here at school?
Yes.
And then you read books at home as well, right?
Yes.
Well, you know what? Today, in honor of Dr. Seuss's birthday, several of us, I'm going to ask you to hold on to this right here, okay? Several of us are coming into the classrooms and reading to children just as yourselves, because reading is very important. Don't you agree?
Yes.
Do you learn a lot when you read?
Yes.
Well, go ahead and keep talking.
No, I was just going to say, it is an honor to walk into any classroom and just have, 28 kids look at you, pay attention for a few minutes, and we can learn from each other. And believe me, if you saw a passion in that video, it's just because I love learning from all people, whether it's children, old-timers, what have you. I'm fascinated by what they say. And think about it. It was just a few years ago that almost 40% of the population here in Palmdale was under the age of 20. That is
Really?
remarkable. We have a very young population. You know, I think the average age in Palmdale is 30 or 31.
3, 2, 1.
And we're back. Chris Spiker with the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce, Minding Your Business. Our guest today for the whole show has been Sandy Corrales Eneix. You know, and part of what the Lancaster Chamber is doing is bringing the community together, the whole community, and that's why we brought Sandy in, because she knows everybody and she's been around, and she's a leader in the Antelope Valley on the school board for all those years, and she serves soup over at the women's
Oh,
club.
goodness.
And she met you when she was 8 years old.
She met me when she was 8, and I taught her a lot of what she knows, but not everything.
You know what's interesting about Lancaster? Well, actually, Lancaster and Palmdale Chamber do it very well. Let's face it, a lot of people talk about the cactus curtain, that Avenue M divides people, divides businesses.
It's yucca
and-
trees too, by the way. It's
Oh,
not cactus.
no!
They're
Okay.
not even cactuses.
They're not even cactus.
But anyway, lilies.
But I think the chambers do a very good job of dispelling that myth and notion, because let's face it, a lot of Palmdale businesses belong to the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce. Lancaster businesses belong to Palmdale. We talked about Hispanic Chamber and all the different organizations. But that is, I think, the true measure of a very good organization, bringing the community together. You know, I could sit at home and not participate in anything, but the chambers, you know, they give you a reason to get out. They give you a reason to get up in the morning. Believe me, chamber life keeps you very busy. I remember being, on maybe 10 different committees, just trying to make a difference in my business for selfish business reasons, but also I could see immediately the reward of helping other businesses, helping my community grow, and, you know, to the dynamic, thriving community that we are today. So I love that. I love that. Shoot down or tear down that cactus curtain.
Well, you talked about the Mojave and how the Board of Trade
Oh, sure.
really expanded our community by making it regional. And I think that's at the end of the day, we need to make this a regional community.
That's
So-
what we learned at Mojave. What I think was Bill Deaver said. We're in the middle of everywhere. Nobody's in the middle of nowhere. None of these communities, the 15 communities that make up this area, are in the middle of nowhere. They're all important. They all contribute, and they all feel like, this is my home. This is the middle of everywhere. Why don't you drive 20 miles to my meeting instead of